Yeah, I think you would agree that our country is in a health crisis, right?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think is the root of our problem? What's happening that's causing us to be in this health crisis?
Yeah, I think a lot of it stems from our reliance on convenience, processed and fast foods. And really what I think it boils down to is that people are no longer eating actual real foods. So it's a lot of fake foods that I say people are eating. And I don't know if you're familiar with Michael Pollan with his food rules, and one of his favorite is that not to eat anything that your grandmother wouldn't recognize as food. So much of what people are eating now, so Cheetos and lean cuisines and Red Bull energy drinks, these are coming from factories and are largely chemicalized, and I could guarantee that they wouldn't have a place on our ancestors' tables. So we've really lost this connection with food being something that nourishes us and helps sustain and support our health. I think there's no longer that connection. So the problem with that, with these fake foods, is that they're calorie dense, but they're virtually void of nutrients. So they're not satisfying us, they're not nourishing us, and which is why we tend to eat so much and overeat. We're sort of searching for those nutrients that our body is really craving. So that's why you hear so much about our country being, overfed and undernourished, and it is a serious problem.
Yeah, I love how you put that, is that we're not eating actual real foods. And yes, I am aware of Michael Pollan. I read his book, The Omnivore's Dilemma.
Right.
It's a very good book, and I would recommend anybody read it. There was another doctor, I believe he wrote a book called Doctor Yourself, and his name is Dr. Saul. He's more of a naturopathic physician, I think. No, he's a PhD. But
okay.
He calls processed foods, or these foods that are not actual real foods, he calls them worthless stomach fillers. And I just love that term. And the funny thing is that I grew up my whole life eating this stuff.
Right.
I just want to add in there, and I don't want to steal your show here, but I think there's really three main reasons why we eat. I mean, we have to eat to survive, obviously, but three main reasons. We're either eating for comfort, okay, or we're eating for pleasure,
right,
or we're eating for our health. And I would say where I'm at now, and where I would recommend other people consider moving towards, is when they eat, considering what are they eating for. Are you eating for your health or not? I'm eating for my health.
Right.
And that means that, I've got to, turn my back to, Cheetos.